making music together as a community. There's something about that that leads to a greater possibility of a spiritual adventure. And it's certainly not because 140 people are experiencing the same thing, but that something is touched that is beyond their everyday life. My name is Alan Harler, and I've been artistic director of Mendelssohn Club for 25 years. And I guess my curatorial vision is wrapped up in our mission, especially the part of our mission which is to commission new works and therefore create a new choral music for the 21st century.
Alan is someone that I trust implicitly with my score. I know that when I give that score to Alan, that he is going to give it a birth that will truly bring out all of the intricacies and the subtleties.
I'm interested in our taking risks and continuing to be the edge of what is new in choral music. We've done that very well with our 49 commissions that we've had in the last 25 years. And my most recent interest is active audience engagement. We're going to hear some Tibetan chant, and in fact the audience might learn one little snippet of Tibetan chant, and we will speak a little bit to relate what we have just heard to Andrea's piece, the Tse Go, and in that they'll hear the Mendelssohn Club, which will be about 140 singers, a very big chorus, and the Pennsylvania Girl Choir, a wonderful chorus, around 40 young women. This orchestra, which is a string quintet, a few wind instruments, and a really huge percussion battery of both Western percussion instruments and the Tibetan percussion instruments. And they will hear the Loba dialect.
My name is Sring Jurme, and I'm right now president of Tibetan Association of Philadelphia. We do the performance like that. First, we wanted to create an awareness for the public or the audience that Tibet is a beautiful country. We have a culture and tradition that that we preserved, that we wanted to let people know of. So just create an awareness for the people, for the audience, and for our generation, for the younger kids to learn that we have cultural tradition like that, and you guys should preserve it and promote it when you grow up. So just we wanted to introduce to our own children, our cultural tradition, and teach them dance, and teach them language, and teach them the traditions.
I showed Alan some of the score in progress, which is not something I always do. I really wanted him to be part of the journey of it. We worked closely on how to explain some of the Tibetan texts and what might be most singer-friendly.
Going into the text in depth, she finds the language to express it in a way that I think speaks not just to the performers, but engages the audience in an immediate way. They can step into the emotional ride of the piece right away. Bach had to write a new cantata for every Sunday. There always had to be new music. People wanted to hear what was new. But then we got into the 19th century, and the general public gradually lost interest in what was new and wanted to hear those old, wonderful pieces again and again. we call them now like museum pieces. And that's part of our mission too. We want to do them. We want to do Verdi Requiem, Brahms Requiem. We want to do those pieces, the creation. The Pennsylvania Girl Choir, who sang with us a few years ago the John Adams on the Transmigration of Souls, which was a piece written for the, as a memorial for 9/11. The girls, who had such an incredible experience, wondered if we could do something together. So in fact, that's how it came about that the Pennsylvania Girl Choir and Mendelssohn Club has commissioned this piece together. When I talked to Andrea about the forces, and I think it influenced her too with this idea of Tse Go law on the threshold of life. I mean, it is, we're always, all of us are on some threshold of life. But maybe one of the most dramatic ones is the threshold of life of a young woman or a young man, you know, of that age.
One of the most rewarding experiences that I've had as a composer happened in 2010 when I took my second trek to Lemantang. I went up there to complete the recording project with Katie Blumenthal. I had already completed a work based on my 2008 trek, Lungta, The Wind Horse. When I got back up to the community and was warmly greeted by our friends there, Katie suggested to me that I play some of the work that was premiered in Philadelphia. At first I thought, well, how could I do that? And she said, well, you have an iPod. I had such reservations. I thought, oh, well, they're going to think this is really strange music. Many of them probably haven't even heard Western music. I don't even know how many have seen an iPod. To watch these people who I had become close with listen to the music that was inspired by their songs, their culture, their land, and to light up when they heard their melodies. And Tashi Tsering, the royal court singer, said, with the help of a translator, this is a place where your world and my world meet. And that to me is just, if there's any reason to compose music, that's certainly a very powerful reason.
The idea of a museum piece, it's not a sure thing anymore that that one is going to have audiences for even the masterpieces. You know, in the last couple of decades, there's sort of a shift there. There are certain orchestras in this country, I'll even say the Los Angeles Phils, San Francisco, who've shifted a lot toward new music. And they have a new audience. They have younger audiences. They have people coming because they want to hear what's new, you know. So could we develop and a kind of an excitement? Yes, we can. We've been doing this long enough. We actually have people that come to our concerts because they want to hear what the new music is, you know, what new piece we're doing. But it's an adventure.